Hi, it's Anne here, and today's video is my monthly buys and buys video. So this is the video where I go through everything I bought in the last month, basically my monthly haul, and then everything I said goodbye to in the last month. So basically a monthly empties. This month has actually been pretty good. We're going to start off with the buys, and we're going to start off with some buys that should have been in the last video. I just completely forgot about them. I'll be honest, I normally, as soon as I buy something, I put it in my purchases list. Like if I've ordered it online, it usually goes in the list right away. If I go to the store, I usually get it in the list like that day. I just have not been doing that recently, and I will say it's a very good idea to mark it down or track it right away because it's so easy to forget about things. So the first thing that I want to talk about that I bought last month, but I've actually only just started using it anyway, so it's kind of like new. This is the OPI Natural Nail Base Coat. I did talk about I was missing or finished up. Was it a base coat I finished up? I finished up something. And I was like, I need a base coat. I don't have one. So I did pick up the OPI one. I know it was recommended. I think somebody said you can get refills on this. So yeah, so that's what I bought. I'm not exactly sure how much I spent for this, but I know I got it on sale. It was somewhere like $8.99 or $9.99. Could have even been less, but it does retail for around $14. So I know I bought it like when it was on sale, and that's why I ended up picking it up kind of like impromptu. I did pick up two things at Winners. One is these little lash. They're sort of like, they're not individual. They're like trio sort of lashes. Well, that's what it's called. Knotted trio. It's Poppy and Ivy Knotted Trio Darkest Black in the like curl style, ELIL 18. I'll just show you a close up, kind of what they look like in the packaging, if the camera will focus on them. Here we go. So you can kind of, I hopefully see there's like little trio, like little, they're in like sort of three clusters. I've talked about trying to buy single lashes. I've talked about I'm not great at lashes. I'm trying to get better at them, and to get better at them, I have to try it. I have to use them. So I am wearing this today. I have worn these in a video. I can't tell you what video it was, but I did wear these in a previous video as well. And yeah, I just sort of like cut them up, and then I just put like a couple little pieces on the outside just because I feel like full sets of lashes are just too much for me. And I do have a small set. It's from the Ardell. I got like a 3 set, like a Demi Wispies and something. And I have worn those a few times as well, but I'm not sure exactly what type they're. And I've cut them right down to like almost a third of the size, I think. And they're very wispy, but they just add just enough where I don't feel like it looks unnatural, but it looks better. Does that make sense? Anyway, these were $5.99, so that's why I picked them up. They were kind of affordable, and it was kind of like, let's play with them. The other thing about these ones is they are curled, so they don't look quite as long, but that's kind of a bit deceiving. I have kind of trimmed a couple, because I've used two little bits in each eye, and I did trim them a little bit because I felt like they were still a little long. That's the other issue I have with a lot of lashes. They don't look long in the packaging, but they're long on my face. I have a very small face. It's like a very tiny head, and I don't have a lot of distance between my lashes and my brow. So some lashes like literally will be like above my brow. So it's like, yeah, that's not happening. So these ones weren't too long, so that's why I picked those up. And they looked like the most sort of natural. The other thing I picked up that I've only used once, and I haven't used them since, and I want to try them again. I bought these, I want to say not too long after I got my hair cut. So I did get my hair cut in February. So this was a February purchase. Because my hair was shorter, I was like, these might work with my hair. And I thought about, I was going to maybe bring these to Mexico with me. I did not do that. I did not really style my hair at all in Mexico. I blow dried it. That was it. So these are kind of like little tiny ones. And then you just take your hair. It's just like a curler, basically. You just kind of roll it and then snap it. But they're not going to work when my hair is really long, I don't think. So, I don't know. I tried them once. I didn't love the effect. I almost felt like it made my hair look, I don't know. My hair was also, like I've noticed my hair was kind of getting really thin there from all the breakage from dyeing. That's why I haven't dyed it recently. It's just basically like, this is all natural color. And what I need to do is oh my God, that's the one thing I forgot. Another thing I forgot. So, did I talk about that in my last video? No, I did not. Okay, So this, I'm gonna have to put the value in on this. Again, I'm not exactly sure what I paid for this. It was not too expensive. Like there was one in the store that was like $20. This one was closer to like $13. And yeah, it's a hair color remover. So what I need to do is, because I learned this the hard way last year when I got it dyed, that because I still have a bit of color, I don't even know if you can see that on camera. You can kind of see this side. It looks kind of gray and purple. When I bleach it, that's gonna go green. It's gonna go weird. So I need to do like a color remover. Again, I've done this before in the past, but I don't know if I don't think it was this particular one I used in the past. So I will be doing this shortly, maybe even tomorrow. I wanna get that done. But I've held off on dyeing my hair just because, yeah, I was getting a lot of breakage. My hair was feeling very thin. I don't know what was going on. And so I wanted to take a little bit of a break before I dyed it. I also have taken a bit of a break because I couldn't, I was really debating on, do I go and get it done at the salon again, which costs a lot of money, but he does a really good job. Going to maybe a more local, like a closer salon, because he's moved to a different location, so he's further from me. Going to like a closer salon that's maybe a bit more affordable just to get the balayage, because what I like to do is I like to bleach it in the balayage and then do the purple or the pink or like some color. So I'm not doing a full, I prefer, at least in my hair, to not do like a full bleach, full color, because I think it blends more naturally when I have like an in-between. Plus it's also nicer on my hair, if that makes sense. So what I think I'm gonna do though is I think I might bleach it myself. I think I might go ahead and give it a go, but it's going to be a process because I have to use the color remover. I'm going to bleach it, then I'm going to tone it, and then eventually I'll put the color in. So that's going to take a few weeks for me to do because I don't want to do it all at once. I want to give myself, well, probably do the bleaching and the toning in the same weekend kind of thing, and then I'll let that sort of settle for a little bit, and then I'll go in with the color. I need to pick up, that's something I do need to buy. I want to buy the purple AF again. I don't know, but I'm kind of thinking about maybe buying something else different, but I really like that color. So it's like, if you know you like a color, it's good to just go with it. So yeah, I will put this in, let's do this right now. Let's put it in the thing right now. So that is everything that was from February that is now in March. At least I've got everything, I think. If I've forgotten anything else, it'll come up at some point and will be in a future video. But I'm trying to be really good at, normally I'm really good at this, but you know, things have been a bit weird the last little while. So that's everything from February. Let's get into the March purchases, which is only a few things. The first thing, this was a total rando. The NYX Duck Plump, I bought this in the shade Mauve Out of My Way. Or Mauve Out of My Way, however you want to say it. I think mauve sounds a little bit better in this case, mauve, because it's more like, move out of my way. I don't know, overthinking the mauve thing. I really like this color. This product is too much for me. I like an intense, I like the Too Faced one. I like the Patrick Ta one. I like plumping stuff, but this one, I love the color of this, by the way. So this is a mauve. It's more of a brownie color, and it's definitely more cool toned, which I really, really like, because I've talked about a lot of my lip stuff is too warm, and this one is definitely cool toned, but holy hell, like it hurts. Again, I'll talk about a product in just a second. I bought the Too Faced lip liner, and it's just like the lip injection. You definitely feel it, but like this one, like you feel it. Like it does not go away. So I won't be buying any more of these, but I do like this product, but I don't see myself going through it anytime quickly, because you're not, like I don't want to keep reapplying this. Like this is, I'll put it on once, and I'm like, okay, that's good, I'm fine. But I do like the color of this, so it'd be nice to find another lip gloss that's the same shade. I have some stuff that's close to this, but not quite the same. But yeah, I really enjoy the color of this. And the one thing I will note though was when I picked this up, again, it was on sale, which is kind of a joke. Locally in the store, I think it was $19. Online, it's like $17.99, and then this was on sale for like, I want to say it was $14.49 is what I paid for it, or $14.79. Like, I still think that's way too expensive. I think that's the retail price. This should be on sale for like, you know, $10. Anyway, I paid too much for this. It was just a weird, I don't know, it wasn't even on my radar to buy, and my brain has just been a bit weird lately. So I did pick that up. If you don't like spicy stuff, do not buy that because you will hate it. Like, absolutely hate it. Oh, but what I was saying was when I was looking at the color, maybe it's just the lighting in the store. I wish I could have taken a few outside with me because I would say at least 3 or 4 from like the left side, they all look the same. Like I couldn't really see much of a difference in color in terms of the bottle. So it'd be interesting to see. This has not been on my radar. I haven't even looked at swatches online. I don't even know what those swatches or what those shades were off the top of my head. But yeah, I did get mauve out of my way and it's nice. Like it's a good color. It's a little bit deeper probably for some people, but for me, it's perfect. So I'm glad I bought it and I tried it. Because, you know, curiosity killed the cat, but that's that. The only other thing outside of this Sephora order that I purchased was this, another shampoo. I know, another shampoo. I just bought a shampoo. I bought a shampoo last month, the Carol's Daughter one. It is nice. It is too heavy. It's been weighing my hair down where normally I can wash my hair, go 2 days, and then wash it. Basically, the other day I did it. The next day I wanted to wash my hair. Like it just felt so heavy. Yeah, it's not a good everyday shampoo for me. It's just too heavy. So I need to like cut it or like alternate with something else. This was a random pick. It was again on sale. And it's something I hadn't seen before. I like the pump bottle. It's not in my empties, but it should be in my empties because it's pretty much there. I just need to like scoop out the rest into like a smaller container because I know that there's like maybe 1 or 2 uses left. It's the Pantene one, like the extra big one that's in a bottle. But I kind of like this bottle better because it's a little bit more practical for in my shower. The other bottle's a little bit bigger. This is a Dove Hair Therapy Strength and Fullness Boost shampoo. It has serum and retinol. I don't like retinol for your hair. That seems that doesn't make sense in my head. But I know for me, like volumizing type mascaras, volumizing type, that's generally the mascara, like the volumizing type shampoos generally have a bit of stripping for me. Like I've noticed that with like, they generally have a bit more lightness. This one, not so much, or maybe my hair is just so weighed down. This is just hasn't really done its job. I didn't want to go the whole like clarifying shampoo route. I've thought about it. I might buy the Way one, like the mini. The reason why I haven't tried or gone that far is I don't use a clarifying shampoo very often because I dye my hair and they strip your hair, like the color. They'll strip the hair a lot faster, so I don't really want to use those. Ooh, I do have a purple shampoo that might work. Maybe I'll use a purple shampoo. But yeah, this is a regret purchase. I'm not gonna lie, total regret purchase. Again, it was on sale. This retails for like $14. Like, come on, Dove. Who are you? Who are you? I don't know if it's Dove or Shoppers Drug Mart or who it is. But like it was $14. I paid $6.99, which is still way too much for this. But it is what it is. I like the bottle. I'll probably keep this bottle though. I think once I use the shampoo up in this, I am definitely going to refill this with other shampoos because I love this pump style. The other thing too with this was I felt like I had to pump out so much of it to get any sort of lather. I know it says 0 sulfates. I'm sure it's got like all the stuff in it to like help. Like I know lathering is not super great, but I have a lot of hair. I need some sort of lather to get it through the hair. And yeah, I felt like I had to use a lot of it. So on the plus side, I guess I'll probably get through this fast and just finish it up. But yeah, I kind of wish I didn't buy this. I don't love it. And all the other ones in the line were like moisturizing, hydrating, breakage, which is like what I already have. And I'm like, I don't want anything more smoothing because I'm trying to use something that's going to be a bit lighter on my hair. Ooh, I also have a Lush shampoo bar. That might help. Because yeah, it just felt like, especially the back of my head, like right here, has felt like super oily. And not even oily, like heavy. I don't know how to describe it. It's just been too heavy for my hair, that other shampoo. And then the other thing that I bought that I've already done a whole video on, so I'm not going to talk about this. You can go check out that video. This is the Sephora kit, the Fresh Face kit. I just checked yesterday morning, and this was still available, and the sale had started. So I don't know if it's still available now. It's one of those things that I know is probably gonna, once the sale starts, this goes. I think it's a really good kit. It's a really good kit for me. Not gonna be a good kit for everybody. Bit of a weird kit too. Like I said, contradictory. I wouldn't say all of these items are fresh face items. I feel like it's kind of a random mishmash of things that you can't even necessarily wear. You can wear all together, but it's counterintuitive or contradictory on your face. But yeah, a couple good hits in this. No real misses other than a couple like items. So overall, I'm really, really happy with this. And then I did get a couple samples. I didn't include them in my list, but One of them was the Rare Beauty one, so I've already talked about that one. And I did get one of these. I did want to try this out because I'm contemplating purchasing this one, except for all the shades that they gave me were kind of, like the shade that I think I want to try, they did not include. So the lightest shade is 1N14, and I feel like that's the darkest light shade. I kind of wanted to try 1R02 or 1R12. Anyway, we're going to give that a go. I'm not sure if I'm going to buy that foundation or not, but those were the 2 samples that I got. And then I did get a sample that was like a enter a code, and this is the Vegamore Grow shampoo and conditioner. I'm kind of saving, oh, let's not knock everything over, buddy. I'm kind of saving this for my trip to Vegas. I'm going to take this and another small set because I'll probably finish this up in Vegas and then use the other one, which is a living proof set. These are not bad size samples. They're 15 mil. I can probably get 1 to 2 shampoos out of this size, and then probably 3 to 4 conditioner. I don't use a lot of conditioner. I really just use it from like here down. So I feel like the conditioner will last me a little bit. But yeah, this stuff is like for like if your hair is thinning, it helps it grow. This stuff's expensive. So the full size, they're 8 fluid ounces. These are half a fluid ounce each. So I have 1 fluid ounce here. The full size, you can buy the full size as a shampoo conditioner set. They're 8 fluid ounces each, and it's $116 Canadian. So I was like, okay, cool, I'm never gonna buy this, but it'll be nice to try that out. So I did want to include that in my list, and that's actually in my sort of list because it's a more substantial size sample. So from a purchasing perspective, from the buy side, I paid $127.24 for a retail value of $259.52, and I brought in 16 items. So it's an okay month. I wouldn't say it's a very low buy month. Next month will probably be higher. There's already something that's going in next month that I already have. It just didn't make it into the March video. And like I said, I'm contemplating a couple of things from Sephora, but it'll be less than $100. Like I don't want to spend more than $100 at Sephora basically through the sale. I'm basically thinking of a couple things that I want to pick up for maybe my Vegas trip, and that's about it. So that is my buy side. Let's get on to the good buy side. Now we are on to the buy side. I got my trusty little box, which I need to replace. It's getting a little ick. Well, just one other item, and that's this guy. I actually should have brought over my other hand soap that's pretty much done too. It's a Bath & Body Works one. But this was one that I picked up at Winners or Marshalls. I think this was from Marshalls. It was the Castile Belle Up to Snow Good Scented Liquid Hand Soap. It says vanilla berry. This was like cinnamon. It was so weird. Cute little packaging. It's kind of a mess. So I won't show you close up, but the cute little like penguins on it. I got some 4-legged interference here. So that's done, and I'm kind of happy because it was like a winter one that lasted me two Christmas seasons. And then I have one declutter item, and I'm mad about this one. This is the Sun Bum Lip Balm. It's the real interference, tail interference. Sun Bum Lip Balm, and it's the SPF 30. This stuff, I mean, I guess I did buy this a year ago, so maybe SPF was no good anymore in this, but this did not work in Mexico. The sun is too hot in Mexico, and my lips burned. I've never had my lips burned before, I don't think ever, at least not that I can recall, and I was using this, and my lips still burnt. The one thing I will say about this, and one of the reasons why I don't like it, it's too thin. I feel like when I put it on, as soon as I lick my lip, like, as soon as you do that, it's gone. Like, it does not stay. It's too thin. When I think about the Blistex one, which is the one I lost, which I think is the one I'm going to repurchase, it's thicker. It's a thicker, proper lip balm. This is very, very thin. I don't know how to describe to you how thin it is until you feel it, but it's that really like thin, oily feeling lip gloss or lip balm, not that sort of thicker, waxier one. So yeah, I'm really disappointed in this, and I know a lot of people rave about this and really like it. No, that's a no for me. So that's my only declutter item. And then we got a lot going on here. It's a pretty good box. Not a lot in value, like dollar value, but I feel pretty happy about what I finished. We have lots of Bath & Body Works things. So I finished up a body wash. This is the orange and ginger aromatherapy one. I don't like a whole lot of the aromatherapy scents, but this one I do like. It's a fun, I shouldn't say fun. It's not really fun. It's a fresher scent, which is nice in like springtime, summertime. This one was kind of getting old in my collection, so I did finish this one out. This is a Vanilla Mocha Martini body cream. I wouldn't repurchase this one. One of the things I didn't like about this one is it's yellow, like it's tinted yellow, and that stained things. So I have like a bra that I had on that the edge of the bra is kind of yellow, even though I've washed it a few times. And then my one towel has like a little bit of a yellow edge on it from this, like, because you know, I'd apply it and then it got on the edge of the towel. And yeah, I'm not happy about that. I don't like that. So I have switched over. I'm using the Sunshine Mimosa one, and it's not colored like that. It's just white. So I don't know. Again, I haven't used... I don't know. I don't know if that's like something like some of them are like it's a dye in it or something. Is weird. I like the smell of this one. I would repurchase this for the smell, but not if it's going to be that yellowy color. I don't know if they're all like that. I haven't looked to see if my other ones are like that, but it was weird. There was something weird about that one. And then I finished up a mini warm vanilla sugar. Don't have to be sad about this. I also have a second mini and a full size. So yeah, that's why I bought this. Then I bought the second mini because I was going through this so fast. And then it was like, you know what? Just bite the bullet and buy the full size. So the mini I can use for travel. I might even take the mini home to like my family home. So when I'm there, I can use the mini and then just keep the full size here, or vice versa. Maybe, I don't know. But yes, this is to me a signature scent. And for me, it's a great layering scent. Like any sort of perfume, especially like I like to use up minis that are like florals and stuff, but I'm not a big floral person. Throw on some of the vanilla and I get at least some vanilla in there, and it's more me, I feel like. Hair care stuff. I think there's only a couple things here. So I finished 2 dry shampoos. I think I had a dry shampoo last month as well. I did repurchase like a big size dry shampoo. But this is my favorite. I prefer to use the brunette one, especially with the dark hair. And then the minis last for like a day. So that one was not too hard to get through. And then I did finish up a couple little absconded mini shampoo things from some sort of place I stayed at ages ago. What I was using these for is, so I talked about I don't wash my hair every single time, but I have to wash my bangs every single time because they touch my face. They get very oily very quickly. So the days that I don't wash all my hair, I still wash my bangs like a weirdo. Like I tie all my hair back and I scrub my little bangs in the sink. And so I had these by my sink because it was a lot easier than like walking over to the shower, grabbing a bit of shampoo. So yeah, that's how I use these guys up. I am currently using up another shampoo like that that's almost done. So yeah, I'm glad I'm getting through those. Those were some of those products that I talked about. I did my like inventory of like hygiene stuff, which I've never done on my channel, and I finally did. And it was like, yeah, these things, we've just got to finish it up. Like these are pre-pandemic, I'm sure. Like, I don't know how long I've had those for. They're not super old, but they're pretty old. Oh, I had one more Bath & Body Works item that I forgot to mention. This I think is the first hand cream I've ever finished in my life. Yay! This is like a monumental moment. Not really, but I finished a hand cream. Never finished one of these before. This was in the scent Snickerdoodle. This came in a kit. I wouldn't have picked this scent myself. I don't really like this scent. I also have a small mini candle in the Snickerdoodle scent. Not my favorite scent. It's not offensive, but I don't love it, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm really happy I finished out a hand cream. I've actually already rolled in a hand cream into my project pan because I want to, again, start getting more regular use out of my hand creams that I bought. Some skincare stuff. So this is an oldie but a goodie. Well, it's not old, but it's a goodie. It's a repeat purchase for me. This is the Dennis Gross. This one not particularly. This is the extra strength daily peel. I normally just buy the regular version, but this was the last one that was in this little box of 5 treatments. This one I mistakenly bought. I normally buy the regular one, and I don't know why I picked the extra strength. And so I did finally finish this guy out, so that was nice to finish. I finished this guy on my vacation in Mexico. This was just a little sample pack of Kiehl's Ultra Pure High Potency Serum with 1.5 hyaluronic acid. It was fine. Like, it was such a tiny sample. I don't think it did much for me. I do like the Vichy hyaluronic. It'll be in one of my empties. It's been in my empties before. The Vichy 89, that's what it's called. It's a hyaluronic serum with a couple extra other ingredients. And again, I kind of buy that once every year or so, and I use that over the winter months, which kind of like right now. So that one will be finished up probably. I think I still have probably a couple months left on the one that I'm currently using. Maybe even 3 months. But yeah, I won't repurchase that again until winter time again, because I feel like I don't need it on the regular, but it's just a nice little bit of extra moisturizing, extra like hydrating layer in the makeup or in the skincare routine for the winter time. This guy was an old one. Again, speaking of that inventory video, I was like, oh, I still have that. I should finish it up. There's barely anything left in this. This was the Avene Anti-Rougeurs. Is that how you say it? Anti-Rougeurs? Because it's not, it's like Anti-Rouge, URS. So Anti-Rougeurs, Fort, so like extra anti-red, strong anti-red. But yeah, this didn't anti-redness for me like I thought it would, unfortunately. So I'm not going to repurchase this. Again, I've talked about it, I do get a lot of redness in my skin. It's not necessarily full-blown rosacea, but there's definitely like I'm getting, like, cause it's not even just the redness, it's like a texture thing. Like it gets sort of like, I don't want to say bumpy, that's not the right word. Like raised sort of patches, like not quite hives either, because I've had hives. I've had really bad hives in the past as a kid. But yeah, I don't know. It just gets this weird texture thing going on. I looked up what it might be. It's basically an allergy to the sun. My face doesn't like the sun anymore, like at all. And like SPF, like nothing really does anything. Like in Mexico, I barely, like my face was almost always covered up. I didn't really put my face in the sun very much at all. And I still had issues, just I think with the heat. Anyway, so sidebar. And then the other last skincare item I have here was a serum. This is the Bow Lotus Squalane Healing Facial Oil. This was a nice serum. I talked about, I'm not really a big facial oil person. This was gifted to me from Bow Skincare, which is a Canadian brand. And this was like a facial oil for people that don't like facial oil. That makes sense. I did enjoy this. I'm not 100% sure I'd repurchase this. Like I said, I'm not a big facial oil person, but this was a nice one. How I ended up finishing up was I was mixing it in with my foundation. That's kind of the way that I've been kind of trying to finish up some of my facial oils. So I've talked about having a hard time with my facial oils mixing with like a moisturizer and things like balling up. I think I've kind of got it figured out now. So the facial oil that I've been using is a Good Molecules one. Again, I've been kind of mixing that with foundation, or if I use it with like my skincare routine, I put like the smallest amount of the facial oil on. I let that sit in, and then like later on, like maybe half an hour later, right before I go to bed, I'll put the moisturizer on, if that makes sense. So like they're not back to back. I think that helps it not like ball up. And then the rest I have here, 4 items left that are makeup items. Well, this one's kind of an in-betweeny because I kind of call lip balms like makeup items. This is the brand South Main, and it was a coconut moisturizing lip treatment. This came in a Luxe box, so this is like a couple years old, and I finished this so fast. When I was sick there and everything was just like dry and crusty from like the mounds of Kleenex I was going through, yeah, this guy, I went right through it very, very quickly. It was already like I don't know if I think I'd already hit pan on it when I started using this, but yeah, I went through this very, very fast. I've already opened up another lip balm that's going to be part of my project pan because I lost my other one for a little while. And then I have been using the balm.com as well from last day. That was actually like, it was kind of a regret purchase when I bought it because I don't really like it, but at the same time, it has been effective. So like when I've been sick there, like I would literally just take that balm.com and like this whole part of my face would just get layered. So, and it worked. I never really had, like in the past, I used to always get like the really big flakes around my nose that were like hard and like, you know, they'd stick there and it'd be embarrassing at work when you finally better, but then I'd still have this like residual effect of dry skin because I'd been using Kleenexes for so much. Didn't really have that. So it worked out. You know, as much as I regret buying it, or I feel like I shouldn't have bought it, I've been able to put it to good use, that GlossierBalm.com. You'll see this. This is a spoiler because this video is going to go up first. I did finish up my Hollywood Flawless filter. This should have been finished up way sooner. I talked about that in that video, that I just didn't pull I wasn't getting any product out, and I knew I needed to pull the stopper, and I just hadn't pulled the stopper, so I just stopped using this until eventually I'm like, come on, get that stopper out. So I did finally finish that guy up. Won't repurchase that particular product, but I will repurchase a similar product in the future. This is not a spoiler because this I finished up a while ago, and this was in my project pan. This is the Wet n Wild Gloss Correct Primer. Again, probably wouldn't repurchase this one in particular. It was fine to use. This was supposed to be the green one that was supposed to be like color correcting. Not green enough to really make any sort of difference, at least on my redness. And then this mascara, I don't realize how old this one was, but I didn't open it when I bought it. Like, I know it sat in my drawer for a while. This is, you can't even tell what it is. I do not know what happened, but the packaging on this started flaking. It's the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. Maybe it was the facial oil that I was using with my foundation. So I ended up just scrubbing. I took like a scrubbery, like one of those like scrub daddies, and like scrubbed all the like packaging. Like there was like you can kind of see it around the top a little bit, maybe. If the camera focuses on it, probably won't with my face. Sorry, I'm also using one hand to pet the dog because he seems to appreciate that. But yeah, this was like weird in terms of packaging. And this one dried out really fast. But again, I didn't open it right away. So that's kind of a lesson learned for me. I feel like a lot of mascaras, even if I buy it, I can let it sit for a bit. I don't have to use them right away. But I feel like the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, like when you buy it, you got to use it. Don't let it sit around because I feel like that one dried up. I mean, that one already dries up quickly. I felt like it dried up even faster than normal, if that makes sense. So that is it. That is my empties. I feel pretty good about that. It's not like amazing, but it's a good month. Because I know next month is probably going to be a little weaker since there was so much. Whoops, sorry. There was so much this past month. So for my empties, I paid $82.02 with a retail value of $219.67. And I have 16 empty items, which is the same as January. So again, not an epic month. It was actually very on par with January, but a good month. Like, I'm pretty happy about that. I'm happy about a few of these items that kind of have been just sitting around, taking up space, that were easy to use, just forgotten about. So I will put up like the buys, the things that I purchased versus the good buys, so you can see the balance. This past month, I think I had like almost twice as much in terms of, well, maybe not. It's not bad. There's definitely, I'm spending more than I am using up at this point, but I've talked about I'm not on a no buy right now, and I'm not on a low buy specifically either, although I might be. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about switching to a low buy, because I think that's better for me. I think maybe just having a dollar value target per month focuses my attention in terms of like not overspending, if that makes sense. So we'll see. That might come later this year, but for right now, we're just kind of rolling with things, not going it crazy, but buying mostly intentionally. I say that, and then I bought that NYX Duck Plump. I didn't watch the Super Bowl, so I haven't even seen the commercial. I just know there is a commercial. So I wasn't even influenced by anything specific, other than I knew it existed and was, something popular or trending. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. If you did, feel free to give it a little thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.